Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I just want to do like a bronzy summer glowy look. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be using a couple things from my haul video that I also put up this week, pre-filming, so it's already up. I'll have it linked up in the eye down below for you guys. But I'm going to be using some of that stuff and just doing like a really pretty glowy bronzy look. So if you guys want to hang out and do some makeup, then just keep on watching. So in case you're invested in the sunscreen primer foundation saga from my haul video, which again I will have it linked up in the eye and down below for you guys, today I am testing the sunscreen. So it's the e.l.f. Whoa Glow sunscreen. Testing that with a foundation and a primer and a concealer and powders that I know really, really well. So just the sunscreen today. I'm gonna be so completely honest with you, we are not off to a good start. Let me get this on. Okay, so like when I say that we're already not off to a good start, I intentionally left this on my face, but this right here is the sunscreen like pilling and peeling off of my skin. You can see it right on my finger. So I don't know, maybe it was the sunscreen yesterday that was causing all of the problems. I guess we'll find out. But I'm gonna do my eyeshadow first. I don't know, I like the way that it looks, but it's not like so revolutionarily groundbreaking that like I'm upset if it does or doesn't work. I'm upset that it doesn't work in the sense that like my skin is like pilling, but whatever. I'm gonna start out, so using this from yesterday, the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette, and I'm going to start out with a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Lake and Bake and just start putting that into my transition, like my crease for a transition. And yes, this will in fact be the second look in a row using this palette where I'm not going to be doing like using like really any of the colors or anything like that. But I knew I was filming a bronzy look today regardless of what palette I used, and then I was looking at this palette again and I was like, I could do it with the new palette. I could be excited about that. Because you know how it is when you get a new palette, you just like, that's the only one you want to use for a little while. And then I'm going to grab a slightly smaller brush and I'm going to go into the shade Como After Dark and deepen up my transition, or like deepen up my crease just a little bit. Lucas is sitting right next to me with his head like in the blinds, and every time someone walks by or like a car starts or something, he's like, he's being a nosy little dude. I will say that the eyeshadows that I have used from this palette do blend very well. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into this shade right here, Capri Fun, which looks like that gorgeous like bronzy shade. And I am honestly just going to put this all over the rest of my lids. I know I said it in yesterday's video, but the texture of these shimmers are very interesting to me. Like, they're very high impact, obviously, as you can see, but they're very, like, dense. They're very dense. I kind of blend this up into my crease just a little bit, just to make that transition a little bit easier. And honestly, that's it for the eyes. At least until I get to my under eyes, but I don't really know what I'm going to do for my under eyes. So, I am going to go clean up underneath my eyes. Put on a little bit of a wing situation, because always. And then I am gonna go put on foundation, well, primer, obviously, foundation, all that stuff. I'll be back with like just foundation on, and I'll show you guys like if it starts to pill up or anything like that. But look, you can almost see that sunscreen like isn't as visible. Like you can see kind of like a line where it got wiped away, which was probably just me like wiping my hair off of my face, but yeah, you can see like a distinct line. Interesting. I don't know about it. And then tomorrow when I just, you know, like doing makeup just to honestly probably film a TikTok, but like to get ready for work, I'm gonna use my normal sunscreen, my NYX Bear With Me, and then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal foundation and see how that goes. I'm still scared of the primer, but I'm also now starting to wonder if it was just the sunscreen the entire time. We'll find out. I'll be right back. Okay, so while I put on a little bit of concealer, I will say that like my foundation looks fine. This isn't like a foundation that I've ever had problems with, but I don't notice any like pilling or anything like that. Obviously we'll have to see how it looks once I start putting things on top of it, but so far so good. Okay, so for cream bronzer, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer in Sunkissed. And this is a bronzy look, so I'm gonna go real bronzy today. I know this one is really light, but I'll be able to build it up nicely with powders. Blend out my concealer. And then really quick, I'm actually gonna grab that cream bronzer again and a little kind of like fluffy angled brush. I'm gonna bronze up my nose a little bit, and I'm gonna take what's left and kind of go right into this space right here so that I can blend it into my eyeshadow. And then for cream blush, I'm gonna use the About Face Cheek Freak in the shade Cowgirl. I'm definitely gonna take some over the bridge of my nose for that kind of like sun-kissed, maybe I'm a little bit sunburnt look. Just a little bit up here. I haven't done that in a while. And then for powder blush, I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush in the shade Spiced Petal. And for powder bronzer, I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place Bronze Duo in Light. I'm gonna start out with the lighter shade, but I am definitely gonna go in with the darker shade today to really like intensify it. So before I go in with a slightly deeper bronzer shade, I'm gonna stay in that light one. And I'm just going to set where I put that powder or that cream bronzer with this powder bronzer. Kind of like really working this into this inner space right here. Okay, so into that darker shade, just a little bit, not too much. Okay, so I'm gonna go set down the rest of my face and I will be right back. Okay, so I also quickly did my under eyes, obviously. I mixed together Como After Dark and Feelin' Saucy. I've been saying that wrong for 2 videos now, excuse me. I mixed together Spaghetti About It and Feelin' Saucy for my under eyes, and then I did blend it out with just a little bit of what is apparently Toasted in Tuscany, because I don't know how to fucking read. Cool, whatever, doesn't really matter. I was still pointing. So one thing I will note, I don't know what's going on right here, but my nose appears to be a little shifty. A little something's going on there. Okay, so for my blush topper, because as you can see, a lot of my blush kind of did go away a little bit, I am going to go ahead and use the Essence Pure Nude blush. This one's in the shade Pretty Peach. I should probably use something like Bellissimo Bronze, but this blush is just so fucking nice. And it still does have that kind of like a little sunburnt, a little like sun-kissed kind of vibe to it. And then before I do highlight, I forgot to use something yesterday. Like I forgot to show it at all. I was getting ready to film today and I was like pulling stuff out and I was like, oh my god, that. So here we are. I have the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Pressed Powder, which is actually a little bit more glowy than I was prepared for it to be. It smells like butter, but Physicians Formula butter. So So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this like really diffused Real Techniques brush. I'm just gonna pick up some of it and just kind of, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. This is really taking me back to when I used to put glowy powders all over my face. Okay, it's not like overwhelmingly glowy when, honestly, it kind of favors that like almost cloud skin like finish a little bit. Like it's not overwhelmingly glowy, it just kind of like lightly catches the light. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use the Revlon Skin Lights highlight in Daybreak Glimmer just because it's like nice and like bronzy and gold. I feel like if there's ever a season to put on highlight, get out of here, it's summer. Like I don't want to look sweaty, but I do kind of want to look like I've just like been out and about as somebody who doesn't do any of those things. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face. For my lips, I'm gonna use, I just wanna go like classic, light, dewy neutral. So I'm gonna use the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in the shade Bare Affair, and I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. I took a little snack break. I ate Funyuns. Now the roof of my mouth hurts. Okay, well, there's that. But this is the final look. I think it's gorgeous. I have a little bit of an issue with my lashes today, but you know, whatever. It'll all survive. And by all survive, I mean I'm gonna film a second video and then rip them off immediately. So, whatever. But yeah, this is the final look. I think that it's really pretty. I just love this like glowy, bronzy, summery vibe. I'm glad that my foundation looks good. So I'm still on the process of elimination phase on whatever was happening in that haul video. Who knows? Also, that Physicians Formula powder does look very nice on my forehead. It's just like very lightly glowy, which is nice. And yeah, I don't know, my brain is kind of just full of Funyuns right now. All Funyun, no thought. I'm gonna have to film another video after this, Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna go because no thoughts in brain at all anymore. Comment down below and let me know how you do makeup for the summer. I would love to know. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome day. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!